Hey, what's going on guys? It is Boost HD here. So previously we looked at the most overpriced tech on the market. So this video is going to be the complete opposite. This is going to be the best value tech, almost the perfectly priced tech on the market today. So any further ado, let's jump straight into it.
You're watching Boost HD with your host, Adam Lubin.
So at number 5, we have the Nexus 7. So what can I say? Everyone is pretty much on this tablet or used this tablet, has given it great reviews, said it's been fantastic. And it also started off the trend for the inexpensive mid-range tablet market. So that's also a good thing. And also other companies have also tried to make other tablets as well for low-end prices, such as even Arcus and also Kindle Fire, but they just haven't come to the level that we would expect of a good quality tablet such as the Nexus 7 at a low price. So at number 4, this may contradict the previous video that I've done with the most overpriced tech, but this is going to be the Canon 50mm 1.8 slash the Nikon 50mm or Nikon 50mm 1.8D. So these are going to be two prime lenses that you probably guessed with the 50mm focal length. It's going to be 1.8, of course. You're going to get fantastic shadow depth of field, and of course you're going to get lots of light with that wide aperture. And it's also going to be good since they're very low price. They can be ranged anywhere between £60 and £80 here in the UK. It's going to be good if you can even on doing any budget photography, but you also want high-end photography at the end. It's also going to be good for shooting videos like this when you're getting in the studio, when of course you want the subject to be in focus, while the background to be slowly blurred or smoothly blurred out of focus. So at number 3, I've got something that you've probably never actually heard of. It's the Qnix 27-inch 1440p display, so 2560 by 1440. Now you know if you want anything over 1080p, you're going to be paying quite a lot of money for it, maybe 600, 700, or in Apple's case, £1,000 for their cinema display. So how about if I told you on eBay you can find a 2560 by 1440p monitor for as little as £180. Yeah, I'll say that again, £180 for a 2560 by 1440p display. You're probably wondering, why is it so cheap? Well, let me go ahead and explain to you. So when big companies such as Apple and Dell go down to the Korean factory where they go ahead and make all these high-end displays, pretty much Apple and Dell pretty much select which monitor panels they want and which ones they don't want. Now the ones they don't want tend to consist of dead pixels or some backlight bleeding, and pretty much the Qnix company, I'll just use Qnix as an example since it's the main company for selling these monitors. So Qnix goes ahead and buys all of these A- panels, which is what they're actually called. A- in some cases B stock panels, and they go ahead and sell them back for as little as £180 on eBay by putting it in a very simple, very inexpensive monitor housing. So this is why we're able to find these monitors for such an incredibly cheap price, just for the sacrification of a few dead pixels or maybe a bit of backlight bleeding. Now these issues, especially the dead pixels for example, can be fixed through software. So the good thing about it is if you go ahead and get a pixel stop, or I think it's a pixel patch or something like that, it'll be able to actually, almost wake up the dead pixel from the monitor, and you'll pretty much be inexistent from there. So this is why these Korean panels have made it to number 3 on the list, simply because of their incredibly cheap price. So number 2, we have all custom built PCs. Now you probably wonder what do I mean by all custom built PCs. Of course, these are PCs that you have built to spec over the internet or in a store, or in some cases you can actually build yourself. So now all these PCs can be just that you see in the shops, for example, like from Dell or HP. They tend to be a bit overpriced because what you're paying for is the marketing, the advertisement, or the research that went behind that specific computer. And they tend to be pretty much the average specs. Whereas if you go ahead and build a custom built PC, you can tend to get better specs for, in some cases, a fraction of the price. So if you're going to be buying even a desktop, for example, if you're going to be upgraded from a laptop or even a tablet, I definitely always go with the custom built PC route. That is always the best route to take. So at number 1, we have the Blue Snowball microphone. Now, what can I say? This microphone has fantastic audio quality. I've heard it so many times. And this microphone also has some options on the back so you can change the patterns from monodirectional to cardioid to omnidirectional, and also the patterns on the back of the microphone. These microphones are mainly used for gaming commentaries, but they can also be used for even some cases singing, or even general videos like this where I'm just simply talking into the microphone to you with a camera. So this is what I definitely recommend if you're going to be someone upgrading from maybe the camera's built-in microphone. I would definitely recommend buying this Blue Snowball. Of course it's from Blue, so you know it's going to be good quality, and the price pretty much speaks for itself. It's around about 45 maybe to £60. Fantastic quality. So if you're going to be upgrading from maybe a built-in microphone on the device, I would definitely recommend taking a look at the Blue Snowball, and that's why the Blue Snowball is made to number 1 on this tech list. Anyway, guys, that's been the top 5 most underpriced tech on the market. So this has been Boost HD. Thank you for watching. Take care, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next tech video. Bye for now.